In this video, you are going to learn about creating the illusion of depth through the use of hatching on a curved surface. In this video, you will see me drawing curved lines on the sphere, and I want to remind you that every line that I draw, I am drawing towards myself. So if my lines here are curved, I turned my paper this way so I could draw my lines toward myself. Before we start with our hatching, we need to draw our circle. And so remember, we are going to use that wide C created through the movement of our fingers and our wrist. And just continually making that wide C while we turn our paper to create a circle. Once you have your circle drawn, you will draw your light source, and let's draw our light source coming from above our sphere this time. If our light source is coming from above our sphere, the shadow will be directly below our sphere. And it will imitate the shape of our object from the top. Once you have your cast shadow drawn, you will go ahead and fill it in. Now, because we are using hatching, all of our values in this drawing will be created through the use of lines. Even our very small value, which is the thin black line. So you can simply do this by using one line directly underneath, and then we will fill in the cast shadow by starting our line right on that thin black line and pulling our line towards us. And then we want to go back and create our darker gray. I can draw some shorter lines if I want my value to fade, but here my lines are going to be straight because the surface is flat. I want to hold my pencil near the tip when I am hatching to help me create those even dark lines. Once you have your cast shadow drawn, we will add the shadow to our sphere. And before you add the shadow, you want to outline where the shadow will be. And remember, because our sphere has a curved surface, our shadow will be curved. And because our light source is directly above it, our shadow will fall about here, okay? Our highlight will probably be here. And don't forget about your reflected light. Let's go ahead and put some guidelines to let us know where that is going to fall. Now, since we are hatching on a curved surface, I want you to use curved lines that follow the contour, the curve of that sphere. So I'm going to start on this side. Actually, I'm going to turn my sphere, and I am going to draw my curved lines in this direction. Now notice that I'm using lines that are just as dark as these lines, and to create a lighter value, I am just going to space my lines out. Okay? We really want to recreate the curve of our sphere when we are drawing our hatching lines. For a darker value, I am going to add more lines. And then I'm going to gradually start spacing them out. Once you have done that, you can erase the outline and the guidelines for your sphere. And there you have it.